What's going on, Facebook? What's going on, Facebook family? Good morning. Good morning. Just been doing my rounds here. I just posted some live videos in like 4 different groups that I own from different courses that I sold and things like that. And one of the groups I started talking about the DMO, and I thought it was funny because I just dropped a line here. You know, I started rhyming on accident there. You know, it's like, come in and check out my DMO and hear me flow and say hello and all that good stuff, right? So feel free to say hello, give me some love or whatever if you catch this video live or the recording. It doesn't really matter. But what I was talking about in one of my groups is I was talking about business principles. Business principles. It could be employee principles, entrepreneur principles, business philosophies, entrepreneur philosophies, whatever you want to call it. But it's all, as far as business goes. You know, I once heard Eric Thomas say, if you told him what you did in the last 3 days, this is where I got this from because I just said this in one of my groups. If you told me what you've done in the last 3 days, I could probably tell you where you're going to be in 5 years from now. So the reason why is because a lot of people, sometimes they'll be like, Thursday, I'm going to just kill it on Thursday. I'm going to do like a week's worth of work all on Thursday. I'm going to hit a home run. I'm going to swing the bat and I'm going to hit a home run. And then what happens is they strike out because they weren't warmed up. They weren't warmed up to the game. They weren't warmed up to baseball, right? They didn't have enough strikeouts. Or they didn't have enough base hits. They didn't have enough first, second, or third place hits. You know what I mean? So it's not what we do once that matters. It's what we do a little bit each day over a long period of time that really makes a difference. You know what I mean? And I think that's a problem with a lot of folks. You know, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you work for somebody else, you need to show up every day. You can't just show up one day and think it's going to make a massive difference. It's all about the DMO, the daily method of operation. You know, it's what you do each day over a long period of time that makes a difference. And one thing that really worked really well for me years ago was listening to one was Tony Robbins. He talked about kanai, meaning constant and never-ending improvement. He got that from the Japanese. It was called Kaizen. It's when they won the Demi Award and outperformed the American cars because they did a little bit each day over a long period of time, really making the difference, improving the cars, right? Improving the cars. And that's kind of like, goes back to like what I'm talking about with the daily method of operation, doing a little bit each day over a long period of time and just giving it love. I mean, whether we're talking about your business, whether we're talking about where you work, whether we're talking about your family life, what you do at your church, what you do in the gym, no matter what we're talking about, it's a matter of what you do a little bit each day over a long period of time, and giving it the love that it deserves. You know, giving it the love that it deserves. I was just saying this in one of my other groups too. I heard somebody say a while back, you know, if you treat your business like a hobby, you get paid like a hobby. If you treat your business like a business, you get paid like a business. And then I added on, if you treat your business like it's your baby, that's a whole nother level. So like that same philosophy can be applied to whatever you're doing, like whether you're an employee, whether you're at your church, whether you're in the gym, you know, whatever it might be, your family life, your health. You know, if you treat it with love, if you treat it with enough love, that's when you get to the next level, the whole other level. So it's like that hobby, you know, treat your business like a hobby, get paid like a hobby. Treat your business like a business, get paid like a business. Treat it like it's your baby, that's a whole nother level, right? Because we all want to be at the top, right? That we all want to be at the top, right? We don't set out to be on the bottom. You know, all these stupid people all the time say this stupid stuff like, oh, 80% don't make it in that. You know, 90% fail. Well, if you set out to be a winner, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Who cares about the 80% because you didn't set out to be the 80%. You set out to be the 20% or the higher. You set out to treat this thing like it was your baby, like it's going to be on a whole nother level, right? You set out to treat this thing like it's your baby. What does a baby need? Baby needs love, right? A baby needs love, not just once, not just on Thursday. I'm going to take care of my baby on Thursday. I'm going to neglect my baby for the next 6 days. You don't do that. You don't do that, right? You treat your business. If you treat your business like it's your baby, treat your family life like it's your baby. You know, like if your church, your health, your fitness, your spiritual life, all that stuff. If you really treat it with the utmost love, you know, that's when you start really having results. You know, it's just a matter of you know, myself included too. Sometimes we just neglect things, right? We neglect things. You know, we don't pay as much attention to them as we should, and that all comes to discipline. That comes back to discipline. The discipline, as in what you do, what you're doing every day. What you're doing every day. Like, what are your morning rituals like? You know, so let me just share a little bit about my morning rituals. Maybe I can help you guys a little bit, you know, sharing some of my morning rituals. So one of the things that I do in the morning every day, at least Monday through Friday, I do structure my lifestyle to have breaks. Like, I don't do anything on Sunday too much, but Monday through Friday, no matter what, I wake up and I go to the gym. The first thing I do is I go to the gym right away. It's the first thing I do. And I listen to either a call called the Think and Grow Rich call, or I plug into some other kind of personal development. So what I'm doing is I'm working my mind, body, my soul, like my everything. I'm working everything. So I bring myself, so this is part of my morning ritual. I bring myself from a 0 to a hero. No, I'm just kidding. I bring myself from a 0 to a 10 as far as like state of mind goes, how good I feel, and all that stuff. And because I have these really good morning rituals, I feel really good all the time. So like then when I get knocked down, if somebody, you know, if I got customers beating me down or business partners that are saying things I don't like, my body armor's a lot thicker. You know, it's like a 10 thick. You know what I mean? Because I worked out this morning, got my endorphins flowing. You know, I'm reading books, or listening to audio and things like that. So I do all that when I first start out my day each day. And by doing that, it just makes me strong. It makes me strong, makes me like almost like invincible. Like I could just walk through walls, you know. But when I don't do that, I feel down, you know what I mean? I felt a little bit down when I woke up this morning. A little bit, but what did I do? I was like, well, I got to take care of do my morning rituals. I got to go to the gym. I got to listen to some personal development. I listened to this call called the Think and Grow Rich call. Listen to that. I participated in the call. What's up, Miranda? What's going on? What's going on, folks? See lots of yous on here. Marion, Josh Santana, Jason, Ernest Epps, my man, Nicole Kelly, Joe Rickert. What's up? So thank you all for hopping on here with me. So that's it. I'm gonna close this video out. You know, thank you for hopping on here with me. And I hope some of my morning rituals might resonate with you, and you might be like, hey, I need to improve my morning rituals. I need to improve my morning rituals so that my body armor is so thick that no matter what people say, they won't be able to pierce through it. They won't be able to pierce through me. I'll be like invincible. It's almost like putting on the Iron Man suit, right? Putting on the Iron Man suit. I was talking about that the other day because I was like arguing with one of my kids, one of my 13-year-olds arguing with me. I was like, I feel like I need to put on an Iron Man suit to be able to handle this. I took her phone away, and she was really, really upset. And that was a really big challenge for me as a dad. You know, got 3 kids here. So, but anyway, you know, work on you. You're your best investment. Make sure your DMO is good. Remember what I said. You know, if you look back on what you've done the last 3 days, you could probably have a good idea where you're going to be in the next 5 years if you keep that habit up. So it's all about the habits. It's about the DMO, the daily method of operation, weekly method of operation. You know, and setting daily goals, not not just weekly, monthly, or yearly goals, setting daily goals. You know what I mean? Like, what am I going to do today? I write out what I have a to-do list that I check off every single day. And that's like part of my DMO, going through those things and making sure they're done. One of them says, make a sale. I make lots of sales like on my stores, my e-commerce stores, but I make sure I sell information products at least every day, no matter what. So that's one of my checklist things. If I don't check it off, I'm like, whoa, I didn't make a sale today. You know what I mean? So that's like bad. You know, then I got to make it up. I got to do at least 2 the next day or whatever. Sometimes I'll make 10, 20 sales in a day, you know, too, of course, you know, like those kind of sales, selling information products and things like that. You know, as far as the e-commerce stores, we make, like I said, we make lots of sales. I'm not going to get into that in this video. But anyway, I'm gonna close out. You know, thanks for joining me here. It's been fun. I love to talk. And I'll see you guys on the next video or Facebook post or whatever. All right, peace.